NFL on EA Sports. And our focus is on Noah Fant, author of an 1,100-yard season so far, and hoping to add more. It's the Chiefs and the Cowboys under the lights on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's third down. He'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for Jones last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. The Cowboys at 13-2 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They run for it with Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Hardman to return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play fake. Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours and camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division. Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm thinking get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On play action, it's Mahomes. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Mahomes now on first down. Jones has it. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Jones again on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Hardman on the return.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play call.
Back now in Arlington. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And some space here.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They hand off to their big tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play call.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
KC's offense ready to take over. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Now, my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.